Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday I didn't get around to recording this video, so I'm just gonna let you guys know what I'm up to this week. The account's still sitting around the same. The new plan is to buy spreads that are at least 3 to 4 weeks out, at least. I'm not doing the weeklies anymore. They're just a little too risky for me and for my account and for the collateral that I'm putting up to get into these trades. I mean, it's hard to roll out a weekly spread because they're so sensitive to the price movement because of the gamma. The closer you get to expiration, the higher gamma you have on options. So any $1 or $2 price fluctuation in anything with a spread that's expiring, tomorrow, the next day, by Friday, if you're in it Monday or Tuesday, it's going to be really sensitive to the price moving closer to those strike prices. So it'd be really hard to roll out, because if you're close to your short strike in a put credit spread and you're only a couple days away, you're going to really have a hard time rolling that out for a credit. You're going to have to roll it really far out. So I'm basically in what I'm normally in. I end up taking 20 credit spreads, 380 by 381 put credits. So I'm looking for SPY to stay above 381, but I bought these for 226. So you're talking, let's see, what's today's? Today's the 9th. I got in these yesterday. On the 8th, you're talking, 2 or 3 weeks right there, which I'm currently down. But the SPY is above. It's 389.78, and it's still being affected by that gamma. So it's still pretty close to expiration. I think anything over like 30 to 45 days is when you're really not getting affected too much by the price movement. And then I'm in Amazon, which I'm currently down. 3250 by 3255. And I'm thinking Amazon's going to stay above 3,300, but you never know. I mean, if it does get close to these strikes, or if we do get close to 3255, then I'm going to roll this out even further. Try to roll it out and down for some type of credit, even if it's not as much as I got up front. So for these, I bought 20 contracts, a $1 wide spread on the SPY. Got in these yesterday. This cost $2,000 collateral, and I collected $320 up front, premium. So remember, it's not technically profit. So just because I'm saying, I collected $320, that's unrealized profit. It's not profit on a spread until you close it out. I could collect $1 million on this, right? They're going to put that $1 million in my buying power, and I could spend that $1 million. But if the SPY, if I collected $1 million and then it goes against me so hard that now I'm down $1 million, you have to buy that back for that $1 million. So it's not realized profit until you close out a spread. So I don't want people thinking, he just made $320, and on this Amazon spread, I collected $1,170. This was 6 contracts, a $5 wide spread. So that's $3,000 collateral. I collected $1,170. But look, I'm currently down on this. So if I wanted to close this out, I would have to pay that $1,170 plus another $30. So to close this spread out right now, if I got nervous and I was like, you know what? I really don't want to be in this spread anymore. I'm losing that $1,170 that they gave me, plus $30 of my own money on top of that, just to close this out and get my collateral back. So I don't want you guys thinking that when you buy a far out spread and you collect thousands of dollars, that's all unrealized profit. It's not technically realized until you close it out. So what I did here was this Rocket call I bought, I just had a single call, $40 call. I paid $90 for it. I'm currently down 54, and I don't see Rocket getting to $40. So what I did was, because I owned a call, I turned this into a spread. So I sold the 39 call above that. So I paid 90 for that other call that I bought. Then I sold the call underneath it for 40, right? So now that brings my max loss, since I collected $40, that brings my max loss on this to $50. So the most I could lose on this trade is $50 now. If Rocket stays below $40. If it does start to go above 40, then what will happen is this will start going negative, my call that I sold. So I'd have to buy this back. But if I was, in my mind, guaranteed that Rocket ripped and started going above 40, I would sell my short. I would buy back this call and then just let the call that I had bought, let this one ride. So let this one ride, and I would buy this back. I'd have to pay more money than what I initially got for it, because if it started to rip up and I collected $40 for this, this would start going up to 45, 50, 55, 60. So if I had to pay $20 more on top of what I sold it for, but if I was guaranteed to make money on the long side, then it would be worth it. But as of right now, I brought my max loss down from $90 to $50. So we'll just let this thing ride and see what happens. And that's really it. Let's see, Amazon is very choppy today. It's up and down, but we're staying above 3,300. Like I said, if this gets to 50%, so my new strategy that I'm gonna try to do is with these spreads that I'm buying way further out. If these get to 50% total return, then I'll close them out. So if I get to be up, let's see, how much did I collect from this? So I collected 1,170. So if I could be up like 550, 600, then I'll close it out. Same thing with this Tesla. My new strategy is going to be, I'm up 19%, so I'm going to hold off. But once this gets up to 50, 60%, if it gets up there, then I'm going to close it out, collect that premium, lock it in, and release my collateral. Because, guys, I only have $440 buying power, so it's hard to really manage these trades by hedging anything against them. So I kind of need to have some buying power free. I'm holding up over $7,000 in buying power, $7,100. I got $2,000 being held up for the SPY, $3,000 for Amazon, another $2,000 for Tesla, that's $7,000, and then this Rocket that I turned into a spread is $100 collateral. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Still over the $8,000 mark. It's going to fluctuate a lot. Oh, and I also bought 8 more shares of AT&T so I could collect dividends on that. Trying to get to 100 shares so I could start selling covered calls with it. And my Dogecoin has been doing really well lately. My average was 7.7 cents, and we're staying above 8 cents. Well, right now we're right at my average. I'm basically break even. But like I said, if this thing goes back down to 1 penny, 1 or 2 pennies, I'm going to add $100. If it goes to 10 cents, I'm going to add $100. So that's the plan with that. In the meantime, I'm just going to sit on it. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for today. Hopefully everyone is in the profits this week. I know it's only Tuesday, but any questions, comments, hit the like button. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, please. It helps me out a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one.